Most people spend their whole lives working for money, but never really learn about money. They follow the rules they were taught as children. Go to school, get a job, save a little, and hope everything works out. But that's not how real financial freedom is created. Today we are going to explore 12 powerful rules that will teach you how money really works. These lessons are simple, easy to understand, and can change your life forever if you take them seriously. So stay with me till the end, because money doesn't come to the smartest or the strongest. It comes to those who understand the rules. Rule 1. Money is a tool, not the goal. Many people grow up thinking that the ultimate goal in life is to become rich. They dream of having a big house, fancy cars, luxurious vacations, and lots of cash in the bank. This idea is everywhere, in movies, on social media, and even in the conversations we hear around us. We are taught directly or indirectly that money equals happiness. People believe that if they had more money, all their problems would disappear. But the truth is, money is not the final goal. Money is simply a tool. Just like a hammer is used to build a house or a car is used to take you to your destination, money is meant to serve a purpose, not be the purpose itself. Think about it like this. Nobody falls in love with a hammer. You don't frame it, hang it on your wall, and admire it every day. You use it to create something useful. You use it to build, to repair, to improve. The hammer by itself is not valuable. What makes it powerful is how you use it. The same is true with money. On its own, money is just paper, metal, or numbers on a screen. Its true power comes when it is used for the right reasons, to support your goals, improve your life, and help the people you love. If you make money your only goal, you may end up chasing it forever. You may work long hours, sacrifice your health, and damage your relationships, all in the name of success. But even if you finally get that big paycheck, it may not bring the happiness you expected. That's because happiness doesn't come from money. It comes from meaning. And money, when used correctly, can help you create that meaning. For example, money can give you the freedom to pursue your dreams. It can pay for your education, help you start a business, or allow you to travel and learn about the world. It can help your parents, support your children, or improve your community. These are meaningful things. But they only happen when you understand that money is the servant, not the master. So instead of asking, how can I get more money? Start asking, what do I want to build with money? Do you want to build a peaceful life? A strong future? A better world for your family? Then use your money for those things. Save with a purpose. Spend with intention. Invest with a plan. Don't just collect money. Use it to create something bigger than yourself. When you understand this, something powerful happens. You stop chasing money blindly. You stop comparing yourself to others. You stop making decisions out of fear. Instead, you begin to take control. You start thinking like a builder, not just a consumer. And that's when real wealth begins, not just in your bank account, but in your mind, your heart, and your life. Remember this always. Money is not the destination. It's the vehicle. And you are the driver. So decide where you want to go. Use your money to get there. Let it serve your purpose, not become your purpose. That's the first rule of building true financial wisdom. Rule 2. Learn before you earn. In today's fast-moving world, many people want success to happen overnight. They want to earn a lot of money quickly without putting in the time to understand how money actually works. They see others driving expensive cars or living in big houses and think, I want that too, right now. But here's a powerful truth that most people ignore. If you earn before you learn, you will lose it all. Getting money is not the hard part. Keeping it and growing it is where the real challenge lies. All around the world, you will find stories of people who won the lottery or received a large amount of money from a business, sports contract, or inheritance. But just a few years later, they were broke. They lost everything. Why did that happen? It wasn't bad luck. It was because they didn't know what to do with the money. They didn't learn the basic rules of how money should be managed. They never developed the mindset or skills to handle wealth. As a result, the money came in and flowed out just as quickly. Money, when placed in untrained hands, disappears. That's why education must come before income. You need to build a strong foundation before the skyscraper. Think of your financial life like a tree. The deeper and stronger your roots, your knowledge, the taller your tree, your wealth can grow. But without deep roots, even the smallest storm can knock the tree down. In the same way, even a small financial emergency can destroy the life of someone who doesn't understand money. So, what should you learn? You need to learn the basic language of money, how to save wisely, how to budget, how to invest, how taxes work, how to control your spending, and how to avoid debt traps. These are the real tools of financial freedom, not just high income. A person who earns a small salary but knows how to save and invest is often more financially secure than someone who earns a high salary but wastes it all. Start small. Read one book about money every few months. Watch videos on personal finance. Follow people who teach about wealth building. Ask questions from people you trust. Learn about how the stock market works, how to open a savings account, how to create a monthly budget, or how to set financial goals. You don't need to become a financial expert overnight. Just take one step at a time. Over time, your knowledge will grow, and so will your confidence. It might feel slow in the beginning. While others are chasing fast money, you are learning the basics. But don't worry, slow learning leads to strong earning. When the money does come, and it will, you will know exactly how to handle it. You will know how to protect it, how to grow it, and how to use it wisely. Always remember, knowledge is the real currency. It never loses value. The more you learn about money, the more powerful you become. You will stop being afraid of financial problems. You will make smarter decisions. And most importantly, you will become someone who doesn't just make money, but someone who keeps it and builds real wealth. So don't be in a hurry to earn. Be in a hurry to learn. Because when you learn before you earn, success will not be temporary. It will be yours to keep. Rule 3. Save like a poor man. Invest like a rich man. If you've ever heard the advice, save your money, you're not alone. It's one of the most common pieces of financial advice given to people around the world. And yes, saving money is important, but it's not enough. Most people are told to save, but very few are taught how to use those savings to build wealth. That's the difference between poor and rich thinking. Poor people often spend everything they earn. Middle-class people save what's left. But the truly rich, they invest what they save. That's the key. Let's break this down. Imagine you earn $100. A poor person may spend the full $100. They pay bills, buy food, maybe treat themselves to something small, and it's all gone by the end of the week. There's nothing left to grow. A rich-minded person, however, saves part of that $100. But they don't stop there. They take a portion of those savings and invest it in stocks, businesses, real estate, or education. Over time, that small investment grows and multiplies. That's how wealth is created, not just by saving, but by growing your savings. Think of saving like planting seeds. If you put seeds in your pocket, they will never become fruit. But if you place them in the soil, water them, and care for them, they will grow into trees that bear fruit for years to come. Your money is the same. Saving is like planting. But investing is like watering and nurturing the seeds. Without investing, your savings sit still. They don't grow, they don't work for you. And in fact, with inflation, their value slowly decreases over time. So how do you start? Start small. You don't need a lot of money to begin. Even saving 10% of every dollar you earn can make a big difference over time. If you earn $100, put away $10. That may not seem like much, but what matters most is consistency. If you do this every time you earn money, you build a habit. Over the months and years, your savings begin to grow. Then, with some basic financial education, you can start investing part of those savings. It might be in a small mutual fund, a basic stock index, or even a business idea you believe in. Many people wait for the right time to invest. They think, I'll start when I have more money. But that time never comes. Expenses grow, emergencies appear, and the habit never forms. That's why it's important to start now, even with a small amount. The earlier you start, the more time your money has to grow. Time is one of the most powerful tools in investing. It's also important to understand the role of banks. Banks are good for keeping your money safe. They protect your savings and give you access when needed. But banks offer very low interest rates. Your money is safe, but it doesn't grow much. To build real wealth, you need to learn how to invest beyond the bank. That's where growth happens. In the end, remember this. Save like someone who is hungry to survive, but invest like someone who plans to thrive. Saving gives you security. Investing gives you freedom. When you do both wisely, you build a future that doesn't depend on luck, help, or miracles. It depends on your discipline and vision. Start now. Start small. But most importantly, start smart. Rule 4. Understand the difference between assets and liabilities. If there is one financial rule that separates the wealthy from everyone else, it is this: the ability to understand the difference between assets and liabilities. It sounds simple, but most people never truly learn this. They confuse wants with needs and liabilities with assets. As a result, they end up working harder, but never becoming wealthier. To break free from this trap, you must learn how to identify which things in your life are putting money into your pocket and which ones are silently taking it out. So, what exactly is an asset? An asset is anything that makes you money. It adds value to your life financially. An asset can generate cash flow, grow in value, or reduce your costs in the long term. Examples of real assets include a rental property that gives you monthly income, a business that makes a profit, stocks that pay dividends, or even a skill that increases your earning power. These things put money into your pocket, either now or in the future. Now let's look at liabilities. A liability is something that takes money out of your pocket. These are the things that cost you money regularly, even if they look good or feel important. A car, for example, is a common liability. It may help you get around, but it also comes with fuel costs, maintenance, insurance, and depreciation. It takes money out of your wallet every month. The same goes for expensive phones, designer clothes, or large homes that you don't rent out. They may look impressive, but financially, they are costing you, not earning you. The problem is, many people, especially those who are not financially educated, mistake liabilities for assets. They think that because they own something expensive, it means they are getting richer. But the truth is the opposite. If that item is draining your bank account instead of filling it, it is a liability, not an asset. Poor people often fill their lives with these kinds of purchases, thinking they are building wealth, when in fact, they are building debt or staying stuck in the same financial place. Rich people, on the other hand, focus on collecting assets. They use their money to buy things that will make them more money. They don't waste time trying to impress others with flashy items. Instead, they invest in things that will grow over time. This mindset is what leads to long-term financial freedom. The goal is not just to work for money, but to have your assets work for you. That's how you stop trading time for money and start gaining control over your future. So the next time you're about to make a big purchase, ask yourself an important question. Will this give me more money in the future or take money away? Be honest with yourself. If it's a liability, think twice. Can it wait? Is there a better option? Could that money be used to invest in something more valuable? Your goal should be simple. Buy more assets. Minimize your liabilities. When you shift your thinking this way, everything begins to change. You start building wealth without needing to earn more. Your money starts working harder than you do, and slowly but surely, you move closer to financial independence. Understanding this rule can completely change your financial life. So memorize it, apply it, live by it. Assets feed you, liabilities bleed you. Choose wisely. Rule 5. Work to learn, not just to earn. In today's world, most people work just to get by. They do their jobs because they need to pay the bills, support their families, and survive. While this is understandable, it's also a trap. If your only goal at work is to collect a paycheck, you're missing a much bigger opportunity, an opportunity that can change the entire course of your life. The smartest people, especially in the early years of their careers, understand this. Don't work just to earn. Work to learn. Because what you learn today can multiply your income tomorrow. Many people say, "I hate my job," or "I'm only doing this for the money." And it's true, some jobs are tough and boring. But the real question is not just what you're doing, it's what you're learning while doing it. Every job, even the lowest paying one, has something to teach you, if you pay attention. Are you learning how to talk to people? How to manage your time? How to lead a team? How to sell a product? These are skills that don't just help you in your current role. They stay with you for life. Let's say you work at a small store. It may not pay much, but you're learning how to handle customers, how to solve problems quickly, how to stay calm under pressure, and maybe even how to run a small business. These are priceless lessons. One day you may open your own store or manage a big team. The experience you gained will give you an edge. On the other hand, if you always choose jobs only based on salary, you may earn more now, but you'll miss the deep learning that leads to long-term wealth. Think of it like planting seeds. When you work to learn, you're planting skills inside you. These skills grow over time. They don't disappear like your salary does after you spend it. For example, learning how to negotiate can help you get better deals in the future. Learning how to sell can help you start your own business. Learning how to manage a team can prepare you for leadership roles. These things are not taught in school. They're learned through experience, through working with the right mindset. So, in your early years, don't make the mistake of chasing only the highest paying job. Instead, look for the job that offers the most growth. Ask yourself, what can I learn here? Will this help me become more valuable? Sometimes, the job that pays a little less will teach you a lot more. And in the long run, those lessons will make you far richer than a few extra dollars now. Remember, money is temporary, but skills are forever. You can lose your job, your savings, even your business. But if you have strong skills, you can always start again. That's why rich people focus on learning. They know that their mind is their greatest asset. They never stop upgrading themselves. So the next time you apply for a job or think about changing your work, don't just ask, "How much will I get paid?" Ask instead, "How much will I grow?" Because it's not about how much you make right now. It's about how much you can make later after you level up your skills. That's how real wealth is built. Work smart, work to learn. Rule 6. Avoid the trap of lifestyle inflation. Imagine this. You've worked hard, gotten a promotion, or landed a better paying job. Suddenly your salary doubles. You feel excited, proud, and maybe even a little relieved. After all, you've made it, right? But now that you're earning more, what happens next? You buy a new car, upgrade your phone, move into a bigger apartment, shop at fancier stores, and start eating out more often. Slowly, your lifestyle rises to match your new income. And before you know it, you're spending almost every dollar you earn again. This is called lifestyle inflation. Nah. Lifestyle inflation is a silent killer of financial growth. It's when your expenses grow as fast or faster than your income. You tell yourself, I work hard, I deserve this. And while it's okay to enjoy some rewards, the danger lies in turning those rewards into regular habits. The bigger house comes with higher rent or a mortgage. The better car comes with more insurance, gas, and maintenance costs. The expensive dinners add up quickly. So even though your salary doubled, your savings didn't increase. Your investments didn't grow. Your financial life didn't improve. It just got fancier. The problem is, most people don't notice this trap until it's too late. They keep upgrading every time they earn more. They always feel like they need a little more money to be comfortable. And no matter how high their income rises, they still feel stressed about bills, debts, and emergencies. Why? Because they built a lifestyle that depends on earning more and more just to survive. But the smart ones, those who truly build wealth, do something different. When their income increases, they don't immediately increase their spending. Instead, they stay grounded. They continue living simply and use the extra money to save, invest, and build assets. They understand that wealth is not about how much you make. It's about how much you keep and grow. Here's a simple truth. If you always spend what you earn, you will always be one step away from being broke. Whether you make $1,000 a month or $10,000 a month, if you spend it all, your financial position doesn't improve. But if you live on less than you earn, you create a gap. A space where wealth can grow. That gap is your power. It's what allows you to build emergency funds, make investments, and plan for the future. Living below your means doesn't mean living in poverty. It means making smart choices. It means asking, do I really need this? Before buying. It means choosing long-term stability over short-term pleasure. It means being in control of your money, not letting your emotions or ego control it. And here's the best part. Living simply doesn't just help your wallet. It brings peace of mind. You stop worrying about keeping up with others. You sleep better knowing you're prepared for emergencies. You gain the freedom to take risks, change jobs, or even start your own business, because you're not trapped by high expenses. So the next time your income grows, pause before you upgrade your lifestyle. Celebrate, yes, but also strategize. Ask yourself, how can I use this new income to grow, not just spend? Avoid the trap that so many fall into. Lifestyle inflation keeps you stuck. Smart living sets you free. Live with purpose, spend with intention, and always, always live below your means. That's the path to lasting wealth. Rule 7. Money flows to value. One of the most important truths about money is that you don't get paid for your time. You get paid for the value you bring. Many people believe that working longer hours means earning more money. They think, if I work 10 hours a day instead of 8, I will make more. But this is not always true. Your paycheck is not simply a measure of your time. It reflects how much value you create for others. To understand this, imagine you clean one house every day and get paid for each house cleaned. Your income depends entirely on how many houses you can clean yourself, directly trading your time for money. Now imagine you create a machine that cleans 1,000 houses a day. You no longer need to clean houses yourself. The machine does the work. Your income grows dramatically, not because you worked more hours, but because you created more value. This example highlights the difference between working hard and working smart. Working hard means exchanging your time for money, but working smart means building systems, tools, or solutions that multiply your efforts. This principle applies to any job or business. The more problems you solve for people, the more money you earn. If you help 10 people, you get paid by 10 people. But if your product or service helps 10,000 people, your income is much larger. To become valuable, start by asking yourself 2 key questions. What skills can I develop to be more valuable? And what problems can I solve for others? Skills are your tools to provide value. The more useful and rare your skills are, the more valuable you become. Learning to code, sell, lead, or speak different languages can greatly increase your value because these skills help others in unique ways. Problems are the challenges or needs people want solved. The bigger or more urgent the problem you fix, the more valuable your solution becomes. For example, helping a company save thousands of dollars or creating a product that makes life easier for busy parents addresses important needs. When you solve problems, people pay for your help and seek you out because you improve their lives. Successful entrepreneurs and leaders understand this well. They don't just work for money, they create value that others want to buy. They build products, offer services, or develop ideas that solve big problems. This is how they grow their wealth and businesses. You don't need to start a business to apply this rule. Even in a regular job, focusing on being valuable, by improving your skills and solving your company's problems, can increase your income and open new opportunities. Employers pay more for people who contribute more, so your career grows when your value grows. In the end, money is attracted to value like a magnet. The more value you create, the more money flows to you. This is why investing in yourself is crucial. Learn new skills, face challenges, help others, and always ask, how can I be more useful? When you become valuable, money stops being something you chase. It naturally comes to you. Remember, value attracts money. Be valuable. Rule 8. Your circle affects your wallet. Have you ever heard the saying, you are the average of the 5 people you spend the most time with? This idea is especially true when it comes to money and success. The people around you, your friends, family, coworkers, and acquaintances, have a huge influence on your financial habits, mindset, and ultimately, your wealth. Your circle affects your wallet more than you might think. If you spend most of your time with 5 people who waste money, don't save, and don't think about their future, guess what happens? You are likely to become the 6th person who follows the same path. It's not because you want to be like them. It's because habits and thinking patterns are contagious. When you hear constant talk about buying the latest gadgets, spending on luxuries, or living paycheck to paycheck, you start to accept those ideas as normal. You stop believing that there is a better way to manage money or build wealth. On the other hand, if you surround yourself with 5 people who focus on business, growth, investing, and financial education, your thinking will begin to change. You will start hearing different conversations about saving, budgeting, planning, and making smart decisions with money. You'll see their actions and hear their advice, and slowly, your mind will open to new possibilities. You will start to think like them. This new way of thinking will push you to grow, improve, and make better financial choices. Money is like energy. It flows between people. When you're around people who waste it, that energy drains from you too. When you are with people who build wealth, that energy lifts you up. People can either pull you down or lift you higher. Your circle influences how you view money, whether as something to be feared, wasted, or respected and grown. That's why it is important to choose your circle wisely. Don't let the people around you normalize bad financial habits. Just because your friends spend without saving or complain about money problems doesn't mean you have to do the same. You can be different. You can learn from those who are ahead of you. those who have good habits and smart money mindsets. If you don't have people like that near you, don't worry. You can still learn from others. Read biographies of successful people. Join online groups or forums where financial education is shared. Find mentors, even if they are virtual or from books and videos. The important thing is to expose yourself to positive financial influences. Your circle doesn't have to be perfect or full of millionaires, but it should challenge you to grow. It should encourage you to think bigger, plan better, and act smarter. When you are surrounded by growth-minded people, you start raising your own standards and habits. In the end, your financial success is linked to the company you keep. Choose your friends and mentors carefully. Spend time with those who inspire you to be better. When you do, your wallet will thank you, not just today, but for the rest of your life. Rule 9. Don't depend on one source of income. Most people live their financial lives relying on just one source of income, usually a single job. They go to work every day, earn a paycheck, and believe that this steady income will keep them safe and secure. But life is unpredictable. Companies downsize, industries change, health problems arise, or the economy slows down. When that one job disappears, many people suddenly find themselves without money and without a backup plan. This is a dangerous situation. Depending on only one source of income is like walking a tightrope without a safety net. Rich people think differently. They understand the importance of having multiple streams of income. Instead of relying on just one paycheck, they create many smaller sources that come from different places. This might include their job, a side business, rental properties, investments in stocks or bonds, income from websites or online businesses, royalties from books or music, and more. Each stream might not be huge on its own, but together, they create a strong and steady flow of money. Why is this so important? Because when you have multiple streams of income, the risk of losing everything at once becomes much smaller. If one source dries up, like losing your job, your other incomes can still keep coming in. This gives you peace of mind and financial freedom. You don't have to panic or rush to find money. You have options. Starting multiple income streams does not mean quitting your job tomorrow. It means starting small and building over time. You might sell something online, like handmade crafts or used items. You could start freelancing in a skill you have, such as writing, graphic design, or tutoring. Maybe you rent out a spare room, a car, or equipment you own. These small beginnings can grow, and before you know it, you have several income sources working for you. The goal of creating multiple incomes is freedom. Freedom from fear, freedom from stress, and freedom to choose how you spend your time. With more income streams, you are not tied down by one job, one boss, or one company. You gain control over your financial life. It's important to remember that building these streams takes time, effort, and patience. You don't have to do everything at once. Pick one idea, work on it consistently, and let it grow. Then move on to the next. Over months and years, these small sources add up. They provide financial security and open new opportunities. Some of the wealthiest people in the world have income coming from dozens of sources. But even ordinary people can benefit greatly by following this rule. Don't put all your eggs in one basket. Spread your money-making efforts. This strategy protects you from the unexpected and gives you more chances to succeed. So, if you are currently depending on just one job or one income, start today to change that. Find ways to create extra income streams, no matter how small. Over time, these streams will flow together and build a river of financial stability that will carry you through challenges and lead you to freedom. Remember, true wealth is not just about how much money you make. It's about how many ways money flows to you. Don't depend on one source. Build many. Your future self will thank you. Rule 10. Learn the power of delayed gratification. One of the most difficult yet powerful lessons in managing money is learning the power of delayed gratification. This means resisting the urge to spend money immediately on small pleasures or instant rewards, and instead choosing to wait for a larger, more valuable benefit in the future. It's not easy because we live in a world full of distractions and temptations designed to make us want things right now. But those who master delayed gratification unlock a secret to lasting wealth and financial freedom. Imagine you have $1,000 in your hand. Your first thought might be to spend it on something exciting, new clothes, a gadget, or a nice dinner. These things give instant happiness. They satisfy your desire for comfort and fun. But what if you made a different choice? What if you decided to invest that $1,000 instead? By investing, you put your money to work, allowing it to grow over time through interest, dividends, or business profits. That $1,000 could become $2,000, $5,000, or even more years down the road. This choice, giving up a small pleasure now to gain a bigger reward later, is the essence of delayed gratification. It's a mental and emotional skill that separates people who stay stuck in financial struggles from those who build wealth. Most people want pleasure and rewards right away. They buy things they don't need, rack up debt, and live paycheck to paycheck. This short-term thinking leads to stress, lack of savings, and no financial security. Training your brain to wait, hold back, and invest instead of spending immediately takes discipline. It feels uncomfortable at first because you are giving up something you want. But over time, it becomes easier and even rewarding. Each time you say no to impulse spending and yes to saving or investing, you strengthen your money mindset and build a habit that leads to long-term success. Think about the benefits of delayed gratification beyond money growth. When you wait and plan your spending, you also gain control over your emotions. You stop being a slave to desires and marketing tricks. You become patient, thoughtful, and focused on what truly matters. These qualities are important not only for money, but for life as a whole. The surprising truth is that even simple discipline in waiting and saving can create huge results. Small amounts saved regularly add up. A little money invested wisely grows exponentially thanks to the power of compound interest. Over years and decades, this adds up to significant wealth. Many millionaires and billionaires have stories of how they started with very little, but became rich through patient, consistent investing and avoiding unnecessary spending. Delayed gratification is not about denying yourself happiness forever. It's about choosing smarter happiness. You delay small, short-term pleasures so you can enjoy much bigger and longer-lasting rewards in the future. This mindset builds confidence, security, and freedom. So next time you want to buy something just for the moment, pause and ask yourself, will this choice bring me closer to my goals, or will it delay my success? Practice saying no to small, unnecessary spending and yes to saving and investing. Over time, you'll be surprised at how much wealth you can build simply by waiting, planning, and having patience. Remember, wealth is a marathon, not a sprint. The power of delayed gratification will carry you far. Train your mind, strengthen your discipline, and watch your financial future grow stronger every day. Rule 11. Use money to buy time. If you ask most people what is more valuable than money, many might say things like health, happiness, or family. But a deeper truth connects all these. Time. Time is the most precious resource we have because it is limited and cannot be replaced. You can earn back money if you lose it, but once time is gone, it's gone forever. That's why one of the smartest financial moves you can make is learning how to use money to buy time. What does it mean to buy time? It means using your money to free yourself from tasks or obligations that consume your energy and attention, but don't add real value to your life. When you free your time, you can focus on what truly matters: your health, your family, your education, or growing a business. This is a powerful mindset shift. Instead of trying to do everything yourself, which can leave you tired, stressed, and stuck, you use your resources to make your life easier and more productive. Think about everyday chores like cleaning the house, running errands, or managing bills. These tasks take time and energy. If you spend hours every week doing these things, that's time you cannot spend learning new skills, working on your goals, or simply resting and enjoying life. Now imagine hiring someone to help with cleaning or using online services to automate your bill payments or order groceries. Suddenly, you save hours every week. That saved time is now yours to spend on bigger, more important things. Rich people understand this well. They don't try to do everything themselves. They hire experts, assistants, or use technology to handle routine tasks. They buy back their time so they can focus on activities that generate more value, build relationships, or take care of their health. This is why many successful entrepreneurs say their most valuable asset is not their money, but their time. Using money to buy time is also an investment in your future. When you free up time to learn new skills, plan your career, or work on your business ideas, you increase your earning potential. When you invest time in your family or health, you create a happier and longer life. Money spent wisely to buy time often pays off in ways that money alone cannot. Of course, buying time does not mean spending money irresponsibly. It means making smart decisions about when and where your time is best spent. For example, if you're spending hours trying to fix a complicated tax problem, paying a professional might be cheaper and less stressful. If cooking every meal takes so much time that you can't focus on your side business, ordering meals or meal prepping can be a smart choice. Many people feel guilty spending money on services or help because they think they should do everything themselves to save money. But the truth is, time is more valuable than money. Spending a little money to free your time can lead to greater success, better health, and more happiness. It's not a waste. It's a wise investment. In summary, money can come and go, but time is precious and limited. Learn to protect your time like a treasure. Use money to buy back hours, days, or even weeks in your life. Focus your energy on what matters most, and don't get stuck doing tasks that drain you without giving back. When you manage your time wisely, you manage your life wisely. And that is the real path to wealth and freedom. Rule 12. Never stop learning about money. The world around us is changing faster than ever before. Every day, new technologies emerge, new financial tools appear, and even new types of money like cryptocurrencies take shape. This rapid change means that the way we manage money today may not work the same way tomorrow. Because of this, one of the most important rules to build lasting wealth is to never stop learning about money. Many people think that once they understand the basics, how to save, budget, or invest, they're done. But learning about money is not a one-time event. It's a lifelong journey. The smartest and most successful people make learning about money a daily or weekly habit. They know that the more they understand about finance, economics, investing, and money management, the better their decisions become. And better decisions lead to a stronger financial future. Imagine the difference between someone who keeps learning and someone who stops. The person who continues to read one article about finance each month, watch educational videos, or listen to podcasts is always updating their knowledge. They learn about new investment opportunities, changes in tax laws, or smart budgeting techniques. On the other hand, the person who stops learning can easily fall behind. They may miss chances to grow their money or make costly mistakes because they don't understand the new rules or tools. Learning about money doesn't have to be difficult or time-consuming. Even small steps add up. Just set a goal to read one article about money each month. Find a YouTube channel or podcast that teaches financial lessons in an easy way. Join online groups or communities where people share ideas and tips about managing money. Over time, these small bits of knowledge build a strong foundation. When you make learning about money a habit, just like eating, sleeping, or exercising, you create a mindset of growth. You become more curious, more open to new ideas, and better prepared to face financial challenges. You don't fear change because you understand it better. You don't feel stuck because you know where to find answers. Another great benefit of continuous learning is that it helps you avoid scams and bad financial advice. The world of money is full of misleading offers, risky investments, and quick-rich schemes. But when you educate yourself regularly, you develop the skill to recognize what is real and what is fake. This protects your money and your future. Also, the more you learn, the more confident you become. Confidence helps you take smart risks, negotiate better salaries, and make wise investments. It reduces stress because you know you are in control. Money stops being scary or confusing. Remember, no matter how much money you have now, knowledge is the one thing that can keep growing and helping you every day. People who keep learning often become better savers, smarter investors, and wiser spenders. They build wealth steadily and protect it for the long term. So start today. Make a plan to learn about money regularly. Read, watch, listen, and ask questions. Share what you learn with others. When you do this, you invest not only in your bank account but in your mind, the most valuable asset you have. In the end, never stop learning about money is more than a rule. It's a way of life. It will pay you back with security, opportunity, and freedom for all the years to come. Final thoughts. Money doesn't change you. It reveals you. At the end of the day, money is not magic. It doesn't have the power to change your character or who you are inside. Instead, money is like a mirror. It reflects what is already inside you. If you are a generous person, money will give you the ability to be even more generous. You can help your family, donate to causes, and support others in ways you never could before. But if you are selfish, money will only make you more focused on yourself, taking more and giving less. The same goes for discipline. If you have strong habits and a careful mindset, money will grow in your hands. You'll save, invest, and build wealth steadily. But if you are careless or impatient, money tends to disappear quickly. It slips through your fingers on unnecessary expenses, debts, or bad decisions. This is why money itself is not good or bad. It simply reveals the true nature of the person who holds it. Because of this, chasing money alone is a mistake. When people focus only on earning more or having more, they often lose sight of what really matters: growth, knowledge, and discipline. These are the things that shape your relationship with money and determine your financial future. When you chase growth instead of money, you develop the skills and habits needed to manage wealth wisely. When you chase knowledge, you become smarter with your decisions. When you chase discipline, you build strong control over your spending and saving. Money will naturally follow you when you focus on these important things. And when money comes, you won't be confused or lost. You will know how to use it wisely. You'll be ready to make money work for you, not the other way around. This is the power of the 12 rules you've learned. Rules that most people ignore or forget. Now, you're not just working for money, you are letting money work for you. This is the true secret to financial freedom and peace of mind. If you liked this video, don't forget to subscribe to English. Achieve for more motivational and easy English content. Improve your English. Improve your life.